government remains committed to maintaining price stability as a cornerstone to sustained economic growth. Right Honorable Speaker, the strength of an economy is reflected not only in how much it produces, but also in the confidence it inspires among investors, visitors, citizens, and at home and abroad. I am pleased to report that confidence in Uganda's economy continues to grow. Foreign direct investment remains strong at United States dollars 3.2 billion in the 12 months ending March 2026. This reflects growing investor confidence in Uganda's economy. Of even greater significance, investors are increasingly expressing interest in Uganda's small and medium enterprises. Kampala-based startups attracted about United States dollars 30 million in 2025, up from just United States dollars 4 million a year before. The budget launches Uganda into the Chisanja no more sleep. Every Ugandan must actively engage in wealth creation, and every leader must be accountable for transforming households and communities. The era of planning and debate is over. The era of implementation and results has begun. Our mission is clear: produce more, earn more, export more, and lift every household out of subsistence. I dedicate this budget to all wealth creators, especially the youth whose energy, enterprise, and innovation will drive Uganda's transformation into a $5 billion economy.
But what you need to know is that the aim of the NRM is not just growth, but transformation, socio-economic transformation. It is now, but before I talk about other things, I want us to solve this little problem of Ebola. Ebola is a very simple disease. It is not like Corona, as I said last night. Corona was very dangerous because it was spreading by breathing, which meant that if you sat, the other time I got Corona from you people in Chankwanzi, when I took a group photograph with you people without my mask. I got Corona. And I was here for 21 days sitting in the house. So Corona was really dangerous. It was spreading by breathing. But this Ebola spreads only by contact. And contact, close contact with the sweat, with the vomit if they vomit, with the blood, sexual, kissing, saliva. When the person is already sick, not showing symptoms of sickness. So therefore, really, it can be stopped. We just need to get rid of the carelessness. I'm really, I don't like people who don't take life seriously. Because if you want to achieve what you want to achieve, you must be very serious with your life. And part of life is health. If you have got health, you can be able to do what you want to do. The other day I was here, I was seeing you shaking hands, hugging. These are members of parliament now, setting a bad example for all these Africans to get sick and then go in hospitals and so on, or die even. So please, I want to use this occasion to appeal to all the Ugandans to really finish this little problem of Ebola. Ebola is not a serious problem. Yes, there's no vaccine against Ebola yet. There's no direct medicine, but it is very easy to avoid, number one. And number two, even when you get infected, if you report early by controlling the temperature, by controlling the rehydrating you when you vomit and sweat, you can recover, like these people have recovered. So let's I appeal to all Ugandans to solve this little problem. Our brothers and sisters in Congo were coming through the borders. We stopped the buses and passenger vehicles. We only allow cargo, lorries and petrol tankers and so on. But people were coming through the border, the Panya. That's why we have discussed with the Congo government, and they have allowed us to work with them to open medical stations inside Congo near the border and invite our Congolese people, anybody who is sick, come here, don't try to go to Uganda. Because when you go to Uganda, you waste time, you lose time, come here, this is nearer, and we are doing the same here as we are doing in Uganda. So we hope to finish this little problem of Ebola. So therefore, what we said the other time here, now that especially there's this money which is already there in the villages, all the leaders, certainly all the ministers, must take the lead in checking parish by parish what is happening, to make sure that all these people stop Kukongora, stop cheating us. We work, they don't work. They are there, but they want services. They want medicine, they want education, they want security, but they don't contribute. They're just sitting there in their homes and not engaging in the money economy. So although we have done very well, this very good performance the minister is talking about is by the 67% now. And all of them, not necessarily with the Chibaru. Some of them do without the Chibaru. But there are 33% who are Wako Pembeni, they are on the side. Suppose they were also part of this, would be much further. And as the minister Museveni told you, these people joining the money economy is crucial for two reasons. First of all, they get income. They get income, which means that their purchasing power goes up. Part of the problem of the purchasing power being low is because they don't have income. So therefore, this budget is no more Kongora. No more Kongora. No, Kongora is when you work and others just lean on the hoe in the village. No more Kulala. As you heard, a big budget, part of the budget is on infrastructure, on the roads, the railway, the pipeline, the airports, the waterways, electricity, irrigation. These are all, as the minister was saying, enablers to enable production to be done cost effectively, low cost of doing business in Uganda. Now, then the other challenge is on the service delivery. Again, that's where you, the leaders, must come in. Because medical care, Health Center 3, is in every sub-county. These sub-counties are in Uganda. They are not in Congo, they are not in Kenya, they are here. Why should there be no medicine in the health center? Maybe that medicine has been stolen, but the member of parliament doesn't know and doesn't follow up. And people are crying. Then you have the government officials, the Gombora chief. That's why the local government must be very, very strict. The Gombora chiefs, what are they doing? The GISO, there is somebody called the GISO. Have you heard of somebody called the GISO? He's also there. Drugs are being stolen, GISO is there. This is what I can no longer tolerate. The people of Uganda have given me authority a number of times now. I would have to, in the past I was a bit hesitant because I was saying maybe, especially for capital, there was no capital which was being given, but now the capital is there, PDM being stolen. During the elections, I was disturbing the former Minister of Local Government, Majezi, ringing him. I got to campaign in Maracha. Instead of campaigning, people are saying, they have stolen our PDM money. I go from campaign now to, it becomes like a PDM tour. In Maracha, complaining. Then I ring Majezi, please, Majezi, come. Maracha, people are I don't even know what happened there. Buko, I was in Buko. Or was it Kwen? I think it was Kwen. Same problem. He in Kampala, Kawempe, Buambo, where PDM money was being stolen. What is the member of parliament doing? Even the opposition ones, the ones of the NRM, I will struggle with them. But even the opposition ones, as long as you are getting allowance from parliament, and you don't go to check what is happening, I would ask you, the Attorney General, to see how I can deal with you also. Because if you don't want to monitor, don't take the allowances. Say so, go to the clerk, but then why should you get a salary in the first place? So it seems I've got a legal basis where to demand performance from both the NRM and also the opposition. As long as you are getting money of the government, you must check. Because some of the opposition say they do it maliciously. Let the programs not work so that the NRM is blamed. That's not good enough for you. Because these programs are not for NRM, they are for your own people. So therefore, this service delivery, the drugs in the health centers, the justice, corruption, security, law and order, the infrastructure of leadership is there. Member of parliament for every constituency, LC3 for every sub-county, those are paid. The ones who are not paid, I don't blame them so much. The LC2 is not paid, so I don't have to blame him. But the LC3, the member of parliament, the councillor, these are all paid people. They must monitor. And then the government people must monitor. And local government must monitor them, the chief administrative officer. That's why I put in local government some people that people have been saying they are cantankerous, Kololo some. like Barugahara and Namere. Namere is famous for quarreling. So you go and quarrel with them. When I went to Masaka to defend Namere, because I had to go there, say, "Uyu mwana wava mkuza batia, tanampisa." I said that, but if the lack of mpisa is to, because in Uganda, if you say a thief, and you say you are a thief, torna mpisa, they say you should have kept quiet, the mpisa. This is how you are going to destroy the country. So please, both for economy, but also for service delivery, the leaders must do their work.
As as the budget speech already, I urge you to take, Honourable Minister, thank you once again.
Minister of State for Information, Communications, Technology and National.
Swear in the name of Almighty God that I will be faithful, protect and defend the Constitution in Abusasebuguao. Swear in the name of Almighty God, the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, as right
for catching the eye of the appointing authority.
Thomas Yeo, the right of the Prime Minister and the process, which began in September 2025, among others. Your Excellency, the 12 Parliament will focus on public expenditure public funds are used for the purpose for which they are of our communities. Your Excellency and honourable members